Oh, hello. Let's see. Hello, 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 almost Shabbat Shalom. Sunshine before the storm. They say it's going to be here. Yeah, a rainstorm or something tomorrow. The weekend again. California. So, hello, almost Shabbat Shalom. It's good to be here again. It's like a reminder for me, a reminder of the possibilities, a reminder of the gifts. So, and today I want to talk about reminders. Those reminders that we need sometimes to bring us back to the path, to the yellow brick road, or to the path, right? Oh, there's a nice tree here. Just let me know. These are headphones that I found again, so I just need to know if you can put a comment if you hear me okay. And we'll take it from there. I wanted to walk with you as I'm walking to the park here at the edge of the Veterans Park. Here, of course, here, a bunch of younglings that are playing. I'm going to catch a corner here and sit with you and talk about the reminders that we get to remind us of the greatness. It's fascinating. All right, there you go. Okay. That's nice. That is nice. I don't know. Smell funny here. Let me move here. Smell a little bit funny here. Let me move here. Maybe I'll move here. Maybe here is better. There we go. Doesn't smell as funny. There you go. All right. So, whoever is here, hello. Oh, got the sunshine above my head. Oh. Anyway, let's see. There we go. This is better. So, now tell me if this is. Okay, I'll do it like this. So today's portion is Parashat Tzav, command, and it really deals, and what it deals with primarily is the mizbeach, the head of the whole structure of where prayer is made and sacrifices are sacrificed, right? We're not going to go into the whole issue of sacrificial and all the animals and whether yes or not, but just the body of it, looking at it as a body of like a temple. So there is, in every temple there is a stage, like a place where it is the highest. It's like a pulpit. It's like the highest place of concentration of energy, where everything is being delivered from, and everything is being. It's like a channel. And so this is talking about the not the Mishkan, but the Mizbech, the actual place where sacrifices are made and where prayers are made, and this is the opening. Yeah? And so, like everything in the Torah, everything is referring to us. The Mishkan, different sections of the body, the different sections of the body is referring to our body, to our existence. So that Mizbeach, that place, is referring to our head, to our mind, to our neshama, the neshama that is here in our head, as the third eye, as the soul, the neshama. And it's fascinating because that is where the choices are made. And when I'm talking about the choices, where the choices are, and it came back to me as a memory today, this morning, as I was going through, and I could find myself as I was going a little bit into that familiar place of um, almost like a default choice of negativity. And why do I say default? Because we are brought up in a construct. We're brought up in a story. We're brought up into a story that automatically defines our experience, not all the time, but for the most part, and for many of us, defines it from an earthly uh, uh, observation, from an earth observation, meaning difficulties, meaning hardships, meaning many times negativity. Not seeing that the places that are considered negative are actually, in the long run, in the bigger picture, because we are not seeing the entire scene, the entire film. We're just seeing one scene. Many times that place is engulfed with negativity, and not necessarily positive, because we as humans, we want to see results for our work. We want to see results for our efforts. And when we don't see results for our efforts, many times we can get discouraged. We can get discouraged by the lack of seeing a result, or seeing progress. So that's why I say default, because many times we go into this place that is defaulted into that structure that we believe in, and we define ourselves by that. So the mizbeach, the place of sacrifice, is our brain, and the brain, our neshama, is choosing, how do I look at something? Do I look at something from a positive aspect? And when I say positive, I understand that also when I'm going through something, and I'm going through an extreme hardship, or I'm going through something that is an obstacle. No, I'm not talking about, when everything is hunky dory, because when it's great, it's like a knife, and there's a beach, and da, 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 da. But I'm talking about the times where there are difficulties. Just like when I'm going to the gym, it's like there is the resistance that breaks the muscle in order to create and in order to build, right? So I'm talking about those times that are challenges, many times that are challenges. And so this portion is talking about the choices, about how do I look at something. And this is what it brought into. It brought into to understanding that, and I talked about it many times, but every time that I talk about this, it has a different meaning. The point that our life on its own, like, life on its own is meaningless. Our existence, my existence, gives whatever happens a meaning. So everything is about creating meaning. What is the meaning of life? to create meaning. And meaning is something that we are bonded with, that I'm bonded with, something that is important for me. And everything that is happening in the process of me creating this meaningful experiences, this meaningful life, everything that happens for the best of my journey. And it's like a noetic sense of understanding that everything that happens in this realm, everything that happens in this existence has a meaning because I give it a meaning, because I give it the meaning, the relationship that I have with whatever is happening, and that everything is orchestrated and everything has a good reason for it to happen for the good of my journey. Now, these obstacles, if I am stopping and I'm looking at these obstacles and I'm saying, okay, this is too difficult, I can't do this, why is it happening, quote unquote, to me? And not understanding and not knowing that everything is happening for me, for my journey, then I find myself, I may find myself, or one may find themselves in the cycle that it's starting the negative things, or the not the negative, sorry, the obstacles or the challenges, I give them negative meaning. And it is the challenges that are happening are happening. The question is, what choice do I give? Do I give it a positive meaning, or do I give it a negative meaning? So, what's the meaning of life? To create meaning. What kind of meaning is my choice? That is the choice. That is the choice of my choice of meaning. So, it's not about, oh, what's the choice? Do you have a freedom of choice? Of course, you have freedom of choice. And then people will say, well, no, but if it's orchestrated, how come you have a freedom of choice? I have the choice to take whatever is happening and to give it either a positive meaning or a negative meaning. If I give it a positive meaning, then everything that is happening, I know in a noetic sense that everything is for the good of my journey. Therefore, everything, also if I have obstacles, also whatever is happening, I'm going to take that in a positive way, not knowing that what I'm choosing will actually eventually come back to serve me later on. Why? Because at this particular moment, I don't see the entire film. I just see a certain scene. And that happened to me so many times. One of the times was with an insurance claim that it's like that I chose to look at what happened with that event, with that scratch, with that bump, in a positive way, and that eventually the insurance money covered for that and for more. It goes to those granular levels, to these very, very granular levels. And so what is happening in the Mizbeach, what is happening here, is a choice of, do I make positive meaning or do I make a negative meaning? And the positive meaning is always the best. A, because why not to be positive? And B, because it gives us the power and the understanding that everything is happening for the good of my journey. So the choice, we always make meaning. There's always meaning making. The fact that we exist here is actually an existence of the process of making the meaning. But how do I make the meaning? What is my process of making a meaning? And my process of making meaning also has to do with how I was brought up, with how healed I am at a certain stage. Well, am I healed? Am I not healed? I'll take, for example, groups of people, of choosing to fight one another. That's the meaning of taking an obstacle and making a negative meaning of something versus making a positive meaning. So, so the process of meaning making has to do with my first of all noetic sense, with the knowing that everything in this physical realm has a spiritual reason and cause. Now that is kind of like a a neutral, kind of a neutral understanding that everything in this physical realm, I hope you're hearing me okay because of all this wind, everything in this physical realm has a spiritual reason and cause. And when I say spiritual, I'm talking about my spiritual journey. You're talking about your spiritual journey. They're talking about their spiritual journey. My spiritual, everything has a spiritual reason and cause. So that's on the global, that's on kind of like on the neutral level. Spiritual reason and cause for my journey. Now I go down more. I go down a level. I go down a level. How am I understanding? How am I perceiving what is happening? And how I am perceiving what is happening has to do with where I come from. And how I perceive what is happening causes me to believe. Causes me to believe about something. Now, then there is the question of belief. Can I believe something and know something? No. If I know that there is a God, I don't believe that there is a God. I know there is a God, and I believe in God. Because believing isn't something that I don't know for a fact. Like if I got out of a certain room, just now I closed the door and I was there with somebody to do business with Yosef, and I come out and you're asking me, hey, is Yosef there? Yeah, yeah, he's there. Do you believe he's there? No, I know he's there. I don't need to believe. So it's kind of that kind of a difference. So how do I perceive what is happening here? That goes into the understanding of relationship. What is my relation to what is happening? What is my relationship to what is happening? Is it where am I coming from? So how do I perceive is going to trickle down and is going to create this domino effect on what meaning I'm going to make. Because it's like going into a puzzle. And one way of a puzzle, one entrance of a puzzle will take me somewhere, and another entrance will take me somewhere else. So what I'm choosing to, how I'm choosing to perceive what is happening is going to affect what kind of a meaning I'm going to make with that which is happening. What kind of a meaning I'm going to make? I'm going to make a positive meaning. I'm going to make a negative meaning out of it. And if I make a positive meaning, all the best, because I know, and it is a fact, I know that everything is happening for the good of my journey. If I'm going to make a negative meaning, I'm not going to even understand that everything is happening for the good of my journey. So, see, it's like, why would I not make now? It is hard. It is not to say that when there are challenges, why this is happening. But this is what from my experience and from my understanding and from download, is when something is happening, there is a reason for everything that is happening. So what is the spiritual understanding? What is the spiritual meaning? What is the spiritual happening that is going on that I need to pay attention to see, or where am I going with that? That is the Mizbeach. That is where my perception is being made. That is where I can choose to fly with a kite or be on the ground. Here's the kite. There's a kite. There's a kid with a kite. You see the kite? Yeah, I think I see the kite. Oh, the kite went down. There's a whale kite on the grass. Okay, so where's the kite? I don't see the kite. Anyway, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Choose and make positive meaning.